Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Just a quick announcement to go ahead and follow me on patreon.com/bow-and-arrow-tarot to be part of the draw for the Dreams of Gaio Tarot deck giveaway. This deck is going to be given away on August 15th by a random draw of all of my patrons over on Patreon. And all I ask for is just $1 a month donation from you all on that site to help me be able to get more of these tarot decks and oracle decks and do more unboxings and reviews and giveaways. All right. But for right now, thank you so much and on to the video. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we are going to be looking at the weekly reading for the sign of Scorpio. All right, Scorpios, we're going to switch it up a little bit for my regulars. We're going to actually pull out 3 Angel Oracle cards this week. I've developed this little difference in the spread to kind of be able to come up or to look at certainly with more scenarios, shorter but more of them so that more of you can resonate with the reading. All right, so let's see how it goes. We're going to pull out, like I said, your 3 cards, Scorpio, that you're dealing with this week. First, you have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual expectations, right? And this could be the one. Scorpio, you have been moving towards this soulmate for several weeks in the readings. All right, it has been something to witness, honestly. If I go into my log, just quickly, I can see over the past weeks, you've consistently gotten soulmate. Last week, you got soulmate. The week before that, you also, I believe, got this could be the one. Yes, you got this could be the one. True love, you got July 21st. So it's been consistent. You've been just consistently dealing with this soulmate energy. All right. And so this is why I love keeping a log of my readings. I keep a log of the main cards for the readings just to see what the running theme is. And again, we have engagement, keep an open mind, and this could be the one. So let's pull out your animal spirit oracle cards to see what animal spirit either you're walking with this week or the person you're dealing with is walking with this week. All right, we have the golden egg. Golden egg just came out for Libra. Some of you could be dealing with Libra energy. You have lamb, beautiful earth energy of lamb. Could indicate children, creativity, certainly the blossoming of something new and really beautiful and innocent. And then shark, wow. All right, shark energy is water energy. All right, so quite interesting. Well, with the golden egg is associated with the 4th chakra, which is the heart chakra, okay? So when we talk about the golden egg, we talk about opening up your heart, opening up. And I want to say, actually, well, we'll see. We may shift these cards around. But golden egg talks about opening up your heart chakra, opening up your ability to love, feeling warmth, feeling tenderness. This is really a nurturing kind of love because this is heart. This is not pushing or grasping or pulling or requiring or needing or demanding. This is simply allowing. Just allowing things to flow, allowing yourself to feel, allowing others to feel. This is a very open kind of beautiful love energy. When we deal with any of the 7 of the chakra cards, which are the elemental ether cards, right? So we have the elemental alchemical symbol for ether at the top there, that circle, whereas with the other ones here, lamb is earth, the upside down triangle with the line, and then the upside down triangle is water. But with ether, we have 7, and they're associated with chakras, and so they're mythical creatures, whereas the other animals are real animals, I guess you would say. The ether spirits, right? I want to say are mythical creatures or mystical objects like the golden egg. Now, when we get into talking about lamb energy, beautiful, innocent, fresh, new, we talk about certainly peaceful, patient, prophetic even, right? So the lamb is the bearer of important messages, right? The lamb is the bearer of... lamb energy is very subtle, right? They're very quiet. You ever been around a bunch of lambs? Very, when they're not bleeding, as it were, because that's what it's called when lambs make that noise. It's called bleeding. But when they're not, when they're just, there's this tenderness, this very quietness. And so lamb energy is kind of the quiet voice that you hear that guides you, right? It's the voice that comes in that brings you an important message, but the only way you can hear it is to quiet your mind. Quiet yourself, quiet your mind. Lamb energy is perfect when you're feeling a bit chaotic, when you're feeling a bit anxious, especially in love. Say you're feeling a little bit anxious in love, in a new love relationship, and you're thinking too much, you're too much in your head. Lamb energy, the spirit animal of lamb comes in to sort of quiet you down. Say, listen, quiet down. Be peaceful. Be patient. What you desire is coming your way, but you have to be peaceful. You have to be patient. You have to wait for it. Patience is waiting. It's not, in order to you can't practice patience by being overexcited, right? It won't work. They're two incongruent energies. Now, the message that the lamb brings could come through another person. It could come directly down through your own kind of meditation, channeling, etc. It could come from a lot of areas. It could come from omens. It could come from... But again, like we said, the reason why we need to be quiet, still... And when I say quiet still, I mean in the mind, right? Get a sense of peacefulness, a sense of calm about you. That's when this particular message can freely come in. That's when you can be open to it. But while you are kind of going and moving at a pace, right, you won't be open to the important message. Now, this could be as simple as, say, for instance, you're one of these people who run around a lot. You got a lot of energy. You got a lot of things going on. And there's someone in your life who wants to tell you something really important. They may want to tell you how they feel about you. And this active energy you have keeps putting them off. They want to have your full attention. They want to have your, they want to know that you're going to sit and listen, right? And so they may not get a chance to tell you how they feel. And this may be the same person that you feel really strongly about, but you're over, it could be that your feelings about them is what's making you act so kind of, boisterous and moving and everything, because you're scared to stand still and maybe be told something that you don't want to hear. Sometimes we do that. We talk about filling spaces. That's, when you ever hang out with somebody and you fill these spaces, like you can't, if it's quiet for a few minutes, somebody has to talk because they can't just sit in the solitude of being with each other. And that's anxiety, that's worry, that's when the mind rushes in. And so lamb energy tells us to calm down. If you're worried about situations like that, calm down. There's nothing to worry about. It's in those quiet moments that this person may be finally able to say, look, I love you. I care for you. I want to be with you. Right? So, slow down is the message of the lamb energy. Slow down so this very, very important message can come in. Okay? Now, this could be you. This could be your person. You, Scorpio, could be wanting them to slow down so that you can talk to them. Ask them to do that, Say, listen, I want to talk with you. If they're the type of person who is always moving around and you can't seem to get them to stand still long enough to have this conversation with, tell them. Tell them what's on your mind, Now, it's interesting. We have lamb energy. We have the heart chakra with the golden egg. All of the engagement, all of the romance cards are pretty much like similar engagement. This could be the one, keep an open mind. Then we have shark energy. which is water energy, right? And the shark is interesting because shark energy reveals the true nature and desire of things. You ever see a shark? A shark can't hide what it wants. A shark is like, it knows what it wants. It's going after what it wants. It doesn't hide. It doesn't play around. It doesn't beat around the bush. The shark is extremely direct. Now, the only time sharks are dangerous is when you ignore them, right? This is one of the messages of the shark. The shark is only dangerous when you don't acknowledge it. The shark energy can only be dangerous when you don't acknowledge it. I mean, when you pull this card, it means that something big needs to come out. There's a big truth that needs to be coming out. Now, this doesn't have to be a lie, but it's something big, it's something important that needs to come to the surface. And interestingly enough, we have Lamb energy here, which is earth energy, shark is water energy. Lamb is telling you to calm down, be patient, be peaceful, so these beautiful messages, these important messages can come through. Shark energy is interesting because shark energy is kind of saying the same thing, right? Something important needs to be exposed. It's lurking in the depths. It's creating a little bit of tension. And so shark energy, it comes in when we need to be honest with ourselves, right? To be totally ourselves, when we need to reveal who we totally are, or when we want to say what we really want to someone, right? Now, this can happen when something is, when you don't want to tell somebody something is wrong. This can also be the case when you want to tell tell somebody something very emotional. Because remember, shark is water element. So it's whatever the case may be, it's something that's very close to your heart, but you feel very strongly about communicating it to someone. And if it doesn't come out in the open, the tension that's being caused increases. So for some of you, this is quite a tense week of conversations with someone, right? With a lover. Maybe you're feeling tense, maybe they're feeling tense, right? Maybe it's like this feeling of, look, until we have this conversation, we can't go any further. Maybe something's on your mind that's been bothering you about them, right? Or maybe something's on their mind that's been bothering you. But it's all about communication for you this week. And it's all about getting closer to someone you care about this week. A lot of you are locking down this relationship or a relationship that is really close to your heart. Certainly with that golden egg there. That's quite interesting. All right. Let's get your cut out, and we're going to start pulling out some spreads now and see what's going on for various Scorpios this week. First out, we have 5 of Pentacles, Moon energy, and we have Temperance. Wow. All right, so some of you are dealing with a Sagittarius. Temperance is coming in. Some of you, Moon energy. Some of you are dealing with someone who's probably gone through a recent period of poverty or financial hardship, right? And you're kind of not sure what's going on, right? You're feeling for them, but the moon energy is there. You don't really know why this is happening to them. Now, this could be you as well. You could be going through a period recently where you've had this kind of like power dynamic, and that's left you in a way paying the price financially. But you're not really, there's information that's been withheld from you. So you're not, you've been at a disadvantage, right? And so this week is all about temperance. It's about holding back your feelings so you can get to the bottom of what's really going on. For some of you, this could be a relationship that fell apart most recently and you just don't know why. Or for some of you, this could be someone that you're dealing with and you're just not sure why they're going through the hardship they're going through, right? And you may be wanting to jump to their defense, but you don't have all the information. So you need to temper yourself until you get to see the truth of what's going on here. For some of you, of course, you want to be the great protector, right? Some of you also may be the victim of this 5 of Pentacles, but you're not really sure who has been the cause of this kind of financial demise, and so you want to be careful before you lash out at the wrong person. So again, temperance is being called for. Of course, when temperance shows up, which is indicative of Sagittarius, we say you could be dealing with a Sagittarius in this scenario. Moon is also Cancer energy, so you could also be dealing with another Cancer. You could also be having a lot of Cancer energy in your chart. All right, Seven of Cups, High Priestess, and Page of Wands. Wow. All right, so some of you have really been fantasizing, right, about a possibility. You guys have really been thinking about, like, dreaming about, like, dreams that up until now you didn't think were possible, right? They're almost like fantasies in a way, right? But the High Priestess is coming in, so you're starting to feel really self-confident. I think, you know, it's almost as if you had these dreams, you had these fantasies, some of you have held on to, and in the back of your mind, you were thinking that, you know, you knew that they would never come true, but you fantasized about them nonetheless, right? Well, guess what? Now, it almost seems as though one of these dreams is actually coming true, because High Priestess talks about self-confidence and intuition, and it's like, you're like, oh my God, this could be the one. Right? This could be the one that I've been dreaming about this whole time with Seven of Cups, but that I always thought would never happen to me. I never believed that I could find this kind of relationship or this kind of love, right? And so you're really going deep as well. You're trying to dig deep. Certainly with your High Priestess, you want to be sure. You want to be sure that what you're feeling really is what you're feeling, because it's something that you never thought you would have. Again, so Page of Wands comes in. What does that mean? That's a conversation or a meeting, right? It's an action that's taken, right? A little action is taken on your part or on their part. I want to say it's on your part because you really want to know if this is true. So for some of you, you're keeping an open mind. But this week is the week where you're keeping an open mind, but you're going to try to have this conversation, right? You're going to try to get them or somehow get them and get you alone with them so that you can talk about this, uncover this in some way or fashion, because you're starting to feel it too much. Three of Wands is coming in, and Six of Swords and Justice. So some of you are certainly waiting for a legal affair to finish. Some of you are just about to get whatever that notice is, whether it's a divorce or a separation or some kind of legal notice that you're waiting from that's impacting your ability to move forward, right? So right now, Three of Wands is patience. You're being asked to have patience. You're being asked to lay your plans, but just hold off before you really move forward. You know, things are in motion right now. People are, you know, everything is in motion for you to have what you need when you move forward. So just, you know, remain patient, remain virtuous and trusting, but, you know, trust in the process. You know, Three of Wands is very much loyalty and trusting in the process. Because very soon you will be able to move away, which is what you wanted to do. For some of you, it'll be travel, but you're waiting on this legal document to come in. Okay? Some of you are waiting to get on with your lives in another country, another state, or another city, but you're waiting for this legal document, and you're having to really be patient. And of course, this is coming out in the weekly reading. This is not necessarily a love reading. This is a reading for love and relationships, because everything is about love and relationships, right? So for some of you, this is the important thing happening this week, and it could be that a relationship is waiting. You may be waiting to move towards somebody that you've had a long distance relationship with, and so you're waiting for this legal issue to come through so you can go ahead and do that. Wow. Okay, Hanged Man, Two of Cups, and Four of Swords. So some of you have certainly met the one for you, right? You've been stuck. You've been stuck for a really long time. And you know what? People call Hanged Man energy stuck, but it's not even so much stuck. The Hanged Man will not move or change until he sees something worth moving or changing for. And Scorpio, I think for those of you resonating with this particular spread, you have found somebody that is worth changing for. You have found somebody that you see as your love mate, you know, your lover, someone you care about, someone you really want to be with, someone who has finally come along and actually made you want to be better than you are. Once you be, you know, move out of your Scorpio comfort zone, right? And in this way, I mean, Hanged Man energy, not so much that you have been in stuck energy and that it's hampered you, but more the case that you have been quite comfortable with yourself and didn't feel like you needed to change anything, because there's nobody, you know, anybody who ever, you know, let me put it to you this way. Having a really good relationship requires both people to adjust, you know, a little bit. You know what I mean? Even if you find the perfect mate, there's certain things that you may want to change about yourself to be better for them, to be a better mate for them. This is not something that you change about yourself fundamentally, but, you know, you may, you know, whereas before you may not have gave a shit about the brand of cereal that you eat, now you're willing to change that for this. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about the type of changes where, even little changes that we're willing to make for people, right? Now you Scorpio, you are one of these signs that you are very unwilling to change for people unless they're extremely worth it. And so for some of you Scorpios, you have absolutely been in a very comfortable kind of like scorpionic, you know, energy, and this person has come along and they are pulling you right down off of your tee. And this week you're strategizing, you're figuring out, you're taking a moment to figure out how to move forward, right? It's like you've been hit, you know, you've been hit with the love bug. We used to call it being bit by the love bug. You've been bit by the love bug, you know, and now you want to know, what do I do next? How do I move forward with this relationship? And so, of course, I want to say this message here resonates with engagement. Opening up your heart chakra is the way to move forward. Maybe having this conversation with this individual. For some of you, the tension is building. You want this person to know how you feel. It could be that the social circle you're in, without acknowledging these feelings, there's tension growing because there may be other suitors. There may be other people in the scenario, and it's like the sooner you let them know how you feel and the sooner you figure out whether or not you two can actually make a go of it, the better. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Queen of Wands is out, Queen of Swords, and Page. Wow, so some of you are dealing with, wow, okay, so some of you could be dealing with, another person, right, who's vying for the same individual, right? You're both vying for the same kind of token of love here, right? It could be that this is you two are kind of like equally matched, right? Sometimes this happens. I get queen and king in a scenario, and I want to say usually my messages are not at all gender specific because they're really about energies. But I think here we could be talking about a same-sex relationship, right? And so again, it's not gender specific. It could be men or women. 2 men, 2 women. But could be a same-sex scenario, and it may be coming up like this because it's keeping an open mind. This may be, for some of you, this may be your first same-sex relationship. And this is a new thing for you. As well, it could be that this could be the one in terms of that shark energy, that this has to come out because the tension is getting too hard, it's getting too strong, right? For some of you, you can't believe, you know, you're not sure that you feel this way, but you know you do. And it's like I said, this is the first time maybe that you felt this way. You could be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s, and this is the first time you felt strongly about the same sex, right? And so for some of you, this is very much about keeping open mind and embodying that shark energy and even golden egg in terms of opening up your heart chakra, because this is a hugely new experience for you, right? And I want to say that this is why it's come out. This is not for those of you who are used to being in same-sex relationships. This is for someone out there, maybe just one person out there who has come to this reading, who's going through this. If this is the case for you, please do keep an open mind and have this conversation. Don't worry about the fact that this has happened to you for the first time in 40 years. Who cares? Right? Life is very different. Life is very varied. It just so happened perhaps for you that it took this long for you to find the right woman to fall in love with, or the right man to fall for, right? If you're a man or a woman, right? That this just, you know, that this is really a case of 2 hearts coming together, and the fact that it's same sex could very much be incidental. All right? Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, and we have King of Cups. This is going to be the last one for some of you. There's certainly an opportunity coming forward. Somebody's going to offer you something very significant. It could be a tangible object of their affection, right? Page of Pentacles talks about a page who brings in a tangible object, a tangible opportunity or message or something for you to make use of, right? For something for you to take. You know, the Page of Pentacles comes with a very real thing to give to you, and sometimes this could be for love, it could be for business and money, but it could also be for love, right? And so for some of you, you're going to be giving somebody maybe a little gift. You're going to be giving some kind of monetary object, or some kind of object that of sentimental value. For some of you, you're going to be getting it. It may be a ring, okay? For some of you, you may actually be getting engaged. The Knight of Swords is coming in. Air energy is coming in. Even though air energy is not presented in any of the animal spirits, but it's this type of airy, like, I'm coming in to save the day. They want to be your king. You know, they want to be your king. And they're moving towards you quickly. Right? They're making a real effort here. And they want you to know it. And whether it's a ring or not, or a tangible message, this could be a letter, this could be an email, a text. But it's going to come in quite hard, right? You know, and they want to have this conversation with you. For whatever reason, this person is full of a lot of anxiety. They want to have this conversation with you. They want to know how you feel. And deep down inside, I think this person also is emitting some water energy, in the sense that they feel they're coming in as a Knight of Swords with a lot of talk and a lot of, you know, excitement, right? But what they want deep down in their hearts, they have this true desire to be with you, to protect you, you know, to be your King of Cups. All right, folks. Scorpio, I hope this resonates with you. I hope you enjoyed the new format for the weekly readings. If it did, please like the video, subscribe for those of you who are new. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, because you then also get notified about my community board updates and my polls that I put up as well. But for the rest, my newbies, thank you for coming by. My regulars, please let me know how you feel about the new spread. I really value your opinion. You guys know that so much. And for right now, I'm just going to say, Scorpio, have a wonderful week. It's been, I think, 4 weeks now and counting that you are going after your soulmate, and you are engaging your love life to a higher level. So let's just see what happens with that, all right? You guys have a great week. I love you so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.